feeling tired of myself and everyone. Lord, remind me. Lord, remind me. The shepherds heard the angels break the
story with that wind chill down below zero. Hey, look at Saturday morning's lows. How about this? 12 in Atlanta. We're talking single digits in a bunch of the suburbs. And down on the south side, you're in the lower teens as far south as Thomaston. And up here in the North Georgia mountains, they'll be right around 3, 4, 6, 5. You get the idea. Just unbelievably cold that way. So here's our weather snapshot, kind of sums it up. Lowest temperature in 5 years. This will be our coldest Christmas since 1989. Possible flash freeze early Friday morning.
I remember that one.
Moisture will freeze, and you have some black ice situations early Friday morning. And then dangerous wind chills Friday right on through Saturday morning and really into Saturday afternoon.
Reminds me of Batman right there.
It does. I gotta say something real quick. So we're filming this past yesterday. That's why I'm not talking a lot. I'm a little tired right now. I gotta be honest with you guys. I didn't say that.
I am.
So I am. Last night, if you guys follow us on Instagram, we posted a few pictures. A bunch of us, Brian, his wife, and me and my girlfriend, a bunch of friends. We went to a concert featuring Dustin Lynch and Tim McGraw. And it was so cool to be around a bunch of God-fearing, country-loving Americans. You know, and the big thing for me was the national anthem.
Yeah.
Because it's been like 2 long years since we've seen that.
And everybody was singing.
Yeah.
It was called Boots in the Park, and I know it's all over the country. They have it real close to us in Norco, California.
And I guess I'm saying that.
And to me, I don't see why Ray did. I was really surprised that James Earl Jones was a part of that. That was really surprised. I know
you haven't seen it.
I'm not gonna see it either.
Wasn't that like the people who condemn Tom Sawyer?
No, not
haven't
really.
read it.
Because I've seen clips
of
the film, and if the whole premise is that he's passing as black, and it's so phony, that means all the black people in the movie are idiots to think that this guy, that they could believe that he's black.
Yeah. Maybe they.
Didn't I see this crowd fighting over a blender at Saks? He's not in a good mood tonight. There's going to be another goodie, I think. See, I hate to talk about audiences who were here last night, because they may go home and watch the show. And then they'll say, we weren't that bad. But last night, we had an audience that had a kind of a sick sense of humor. They would, kind of group that would give an orphan 2 batteries for Christmas with a note that's saying, toys not included. And they were not too bright. Would you say that they were a little dumb last night? They thought the 3 wise men were the shell answer man, Mr. Goodwrench, and Robert Young. How many of you have made New Year's Eve plans? Anybody? Okay. You don't have to go any further than downtown Burbank. They have some exciting things to do. You don't believe a word of this, do you? No. Now, here in Burbank, at the stroke of midnight, everyone gathers around and watches the mayor of Burbank drop a ring ding off the roof of the 7-Eleven store. When it hits the ground, it's midnight. I was very domestic last night. I actually decorated a Christmas tree. No, but by myself. No, we don't send out. We do that ourselves. Sure. Then I stenciled the window with Noel, Noel. And I I had the stencil backwards. It came out to Leon, Leon. Now, you laugh when I said I decorated the tree, like I don't do those things.
I thought you had a man that did.
No. Now, look, just because I'm a, well, I hate to say it, a celebrity. I hate that word. A star. Let's make it star.
Big star.
I do chores around the house just like anybody else.
Oh.
This morning, for example, I got up, took out the garbage. What? That's right. Walked the dog and peeled 6 tourists off my electric fence. Now for something stupid without checking TV Guide. There was a scandal in the toy department at Zodi's today. G.I. Joe was seen coming out of the dollhouse with Gay Bob. You know there is a Gay Bob doll? Absolutely. There's all kinds of dolls this year are modeled mainly after celebrities, and a lot of them television. There's the Mork and Mindy doll. There's an Incredible Hulk doll. What am I leaving out? Well, there is a Johnny Carson doll. Strangely enough, but you open the box and inside's a little Richard Dawson doll. Thank you. That's true. Did you know there's a tattoo doll? You wind it up and it congratulates Ricardo Montalban for getting the Chrysler loan.
Hey, thank you, boss. We got this. A little guy talks like this. He says, wrong, boss?
Probably know him on the show. There's a Joe Garagiola doll. You wind it up and it talks till it kills the battery. I understand Barbie doll recently spent an evening with the Incredible Hulk and found out he wasn't so incredible. There was also an accident at Zodi's today. Steve and Cindy Garvey were walking through the toy department. And they were accidentally mistaken for Ken and Barbie and were forcibly gift-wrapped. Okay, that's where you're going to be. Hey, we got a great show. $1, most of these. Batman and Wonder Woman. Buck Rogers dolls already. Buck Rogers, the show just came out, didn't it? Star Trek dolls, all of these different dolls. Who's this?
This is the new gal on Star Trek, I think. That's the new,
What's her name? Ilya.
Yeah, beautiful.
That's under $10. Dr. Spock. Oh, I'm going to show you this one. This is a new doll. Now, what do I do, Marcy, with this one? Squeeze your stomach. This is baby Sweet Licks.
Turn around so they can see it.
I'm going to, you have to see this. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Now, you close up, you squeeze her stomach, and That's fun.
They've covered everything now.
They certainly have. That's by the Mego Company. That was originally called Deep Barbie. Oh, excuse me, that's Cheryl. Is that Farrah?
No,
That's
that's Debbie Boo.
Debbie Boo.
Did we lose Farrah?
Is Farrah? Farrah is not in this year. Oh, Cheryl Ladd already.
Yeah, look at that.
Did you think they took an old Farrah doll from last year and just kind of redid it?
Possibly.
Cheryl Ladd is in. Now, you will not believe these, folks. I'll show you how far the doll thing has gone in our society. These are Mattel dolls. These are the Malibu Ken and Barbie.
Oh, Malibu.
Now, let me show you why. If you peel off the halter, they have
A suntan.
tan marks
Oh, boy.
where they haven't, and even under there.
Under there. Now, that's enough.
Is that going to
Yes. Yeah.
the action mouth?
Yeah.
The first Pac-Man.
number one law enforcement officer threatened to subpoena your calls and emails is downright chilling. Did you threaten to subpoena their calls and emails?
No, sir, and there's no way to subpoena phone calls.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm reading what the press said. I'm reading what the
I
press
would
said.
suggest that you not rely on what the press says, sir.
Well, I didn't ask if there's no way to do it. I asked if you said it.
I said what?
What I just read you.
No, I did not.
It's on national TV. He was the Attorney General, Rod Rosenstein, under oath, and he lied. And the question now needs to be asked at the time when Rod Rosenstein is now subpoenaed, which I'm calling for, into this next Congress. Why did you lie? Why did you cover it up? Why didn't you tell the Judiciary Committee you'd already issued those subpoenas? Why did you threaten congressional staffers? And what was the DOJ and FBI's actual basis for doing so, other than targeting a political vendetta because they exposed your fraud and your corruption in the FISA warrant you, Rod Rosenstein, signed, unlawfully lying to a federal court?
180 million doses of fentanyl powder and fentanyl-laced pills. In a press release this week, the DEA said its officers confiscated more than 10,000 pounds of fentanyl powder and more than 50 million fake prescription pills laced with fentanyl. The agency noted that the drugs would be enough to kill every American, and that the fake pills can be hard to differentiate from legitimate prescription drugs. Fentanyl ingredients are largely made in China and shipped to Mexican drug cartels. Then they're made into fentanyl and fentanyl-laced fake prescription pills. Ingredients manufacturing is focused in the Chinese city of Wuhan. In 2018, China restricted the production of two of the most common ingredients for the drug under pressure from Washington. Talks between the U.S. and China about the issue stopped after House Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited Taiwan in August.
How you like that saxophone? Yeah, my neck ain't red and John Deere's are blue and yours country's caviar if you think that's true. And this song's a joke, but if it ain't for you, I know your favorite song. And it goes like, I love trees and traffic jams. I don't want a house or a piece of land. I deserve a bunch of money and a minivan, but I don't want to earn a dime. Oh, yeah, that didn't make me sad. I think we should change the American flag. Yeah, this is the worst country song of all time.
We're outside one of the bus stations here in El Paso, and there are roughly 200 plus migrants here who are waiting to get into a shelter or get that bus or plane ticket out of town. According to the city's migrant dashboard, there have been more than 2,800 migrants released from Border Patrol custody into El Paso so far this week. Last week's total was more than 10,000. Once migrants are released, the average amount of time they stay in El Paso before taking that bus or flight to another city is 3 days. But those 3 days can be crucial, with many migrants having to fare for themselves. The El Pasoans Fighting Hunger Food Bank is one of the leading nonprofit organizations helping to make sure these people are fed. But the CEO tells us the food bank is down to about a 5-day supply of food, and that's for its local community, and is relying on national organizations to have enough food for the migrants.
Love America. Protesters topple a statue of Christopher Columbus. Hundreds of statues vandalized.
You see people trying to rewrite history.
The American people know these names have to go.
Why is that?
Whenever you have something to be proud of, people have less of a chance of controlling you.
This country is racist from top to bottom, from right to left. And for black people to become a part of that is for them to become, in fact, anti-black and to hate themselves.
There is no country in this world a black person would rather be, unless, of course, they grow up in this country.
May the gentleman come to lock him up in his cracked son. One day when justice is done, we'll see the Democrats go. Well, runaway inflation soars, he's bleeding billions, funding wars. He's lost his mind, he crapped his drawers. Oh, blow, Joey Biden, you blow. Soon may the gentleman come to lock him up in his cracked son. One day when justice is done, we'll see the Democrats go. Soon may the gentleman come to lock him up in his crackhead son. One day when justice is done, we'll see the Democrats go.